Right, our next game is going to be the Armando, which means that we get to welcome to the stage one Mr. Russell Payne. Outstanding. This is Russell. You'll know him by his shoes. Now, Russell is going to be our monologist this evening. We're going to be listening to his monologue. Everybody's going to be stood on the stage behind him in just a moment. Or now, as they've taken the hint. Russell will be inspired by a single word from you for his monologue. We're going to listen to it and then do 3 scenes quite quickly back to back, involving lots of tags and edits, and it will be very lovely. When somebody does this, please applaud. That is how we signify the end of one scene moving into the next one, so it looks awkward if nobody claps. So good. Train the audience, train the audience. Right, okay. A single word for Russell's monologue.
Pigeon.
You have a choice of sponge or pigeon?
I will have a spongy pigeon.
You have a choice of sponge or pigeon?
What restaurant
pigeon it is!
So pigeons are mainly found in cities, and something random that I like to do when I see a pigeon just wandering around the road is just to like follow it for a little bit, just see if I can catch it, and just kind of like wind up the pigeon as it's going along in its daily business. Sometimes they fly off. Sometimes little children come running across and scare off all the pigeons, which spoils all my fun with chasing the pigeon. And I sometimes think about they have like interesting lives, just running around the city, just flying around. Sometimes, when I was in Edinburgh recently, there was a seagull that just perched right in the middle of a road, like on top of a lamppost, and just surveyed the area. So I wonder whether the seagull was maybe like the captain of the admiral of the area, and the pigeons were just like his underlings, just out there scouting about and then reporting back to him. Another use for pigeons is maybe in pigeon pie. You might want to eat a pigeon if you're particularly hungry. You can have things in pies. You can have steak in a pie or vegetarian pies. I think that should be pigeon.
Sir, interest you. We've only got 2 items left on the menu.
Oh, really?
For you and your darling wife.
Well, it's our anniversary, so we really like what we had on the first time we came here.
Well, let's hope it's one of these 2.
Okay.
Good choice.
Oh, I hope it's pigeon.
It's sponge.
Yeah.
Pigeon.
Yes! 2 pigeon, please.
Sorry, there's a bit of a problem there. 1 pigeon.
There's literally 1 of each thing.
Literally 1 of each. I don't really
Well,
know.
so anniversary, you have the pigeon, I'll have the sponge.
No, I'm not having you make this into a thing again. Another argument that we can have. Oh, I had the pigeon, and you didn't have the pigeon.
I'm trying to do something nice, darling. Have the pigeon.
Nice. It's another thing you hold over me for the rest of our lives.
Every year.
Every year.
He patronises you.
I'm sorry, we come to this restaurant expecting food, you've told us there's 2 of each thing, now you're getting involved in our romantic relationship. In fact, you have the sponge, I'll have the pigeon.
Last year, didn't he?
Did he?
I'm telling you, Alan, it's time you stood up, really. You know, remember last year? You know, it's going to be the same again.
Same, isn't it?
You know, it was Bakewell Tartle Pheasant. I assured you there'd be one or the other. You had to go with that sticky toffee confection when you wanted raw bird.
Of course I did.
You know, of course I did. You're right to just, if he pulls it again, step back in.
I am a strong, independent woman.
Fascinating beard.
Thank you.
So, Alana, what are we going to do?
I'll just have bread.
You got bread?
She's being a bit passive-aggressive.
No!
Last year with the Bakewell Tartle.
So it's coming up to that time of year again, you know, that couple that you always talk about whenever they come in here.
Look, I will win the bet. I will get them divorced.
They're going to survive. I believe in their love. So I don't think you're going to.
I'm going to divorce.
You
Tonight is the night.
You got a plan?
Yes.
Okay.
I've spread lies about it. I know this is the last day I'll bet.
you lose. You know what's going to happen.
Yes.
Yeah, alright. Well, I'll check in with you at midnight. They're not divorced by then.
I know the rules. I think the people at that table are being served pheasant.
Well,
How many
well,
pigeons
you
are in this
did.
building?
You did say they were allowed pheasant, didn't you? Because you phoned earlier. You wouldn't know this because you were having an affair at the time. Oh, sorry.
Why would you tell me that?
Part of an open relationship is that we don't talk about these things.
Got an open
Oh,
relationship.
we have absolute trust in our open relationship, but we never ever talk about it.
That's good. He's been stealing out of your joint account.
I knew it. I knew I wasn't spending that much on Google Play.
Yes. Yeah, he said he was going to get rid. I haven't.
What's the point of having a joint account, Alana, if we're not going to equally spend the money?
There's equal, and then there's spending £24 on Flappy Bird. I can't even buy things on it.
You know I've got an addiction to Flappy Bird.
You do.
I have to have every version of it.
I accepted you the way you were.
That's why I wanted Pigeon.
I just happen to have some divorce papers. I was just wondering if you
That's
could...
weird, I've got my lawyer.
Always bring a knife to a gunfight, eh?
He's been prepared. It's a divorce. I mean, it's after midnight.
Why,
They're having an affair.
why have you got, who's having an affair?
Any.
It's an open relationship.
Yeah, tried that one already.
I'm
They
sorry I
crashed
didn't
the car.
write quickly, Tom. I got your message by carrier pigeon.
What's our pigeon? He wants to eat that damn pigeon. What's happening now?
They killed your pigeon. Surely grounds for divorce.
Wait, you're divorcing me over a pigeon?
I just think that maybe I need to take a weekend at my parents'.
Nice. Okay, well,
It's how they have a
let's go for a
pigeon farm.
trial separation then. Let's not divorce, let's meet again in a month and see where we are.
Yeah, okay. I think I can live with that.
He's been very helpful, let's tip him £5.
Shall we?
Tracy, I'm just looking down into Trafalgar Square. I can't help but notice some of the pigeons are looking a bit sluggish.
Alright?
Has Brian been out and wound them up today?
No, Brian, he's having a bad day, to be honest. I don't really know, like, I mean, do you want me to send him out there?
Look, we paid for the suit so we could merge amongst them and become one of them.
Do you want me to have a little chat to him?
Yeah, why did we get clockwork pigeons if we're not going to wind them up every day?
Brian, I know you think you're a pigeon, because you are, and you're magnificent, but other pigeons, they're not harassing the tourists. Remember what we said? Camera bags, attack. Okay. Right, good. Okay. Yeah, okay.
So as your careers advisor, as you can only say, I can only advise you to get a job as a pigeon. I mean, the politician. Look, swimming coach is not going to work here, you know, because if a child drowns, you're just going to shout, no, yeah, exactly. It's only me and 3 other people in the country that speak pigeon. I'm sorry.
Don't you use that language with me.
Alright, well, I just thought we should practice a bit more, seeing as we're the only ones in the country.
Yes, but you're just using all of the racial slurs. You can't just...
I mean doves, though, I mean...
Hey! Let's not talk about the whites.
The thing that pisses me off is they have parties without me. Me and 3 others who speak pigeon. They've never invited me to their parties. Well, I'd like you to go and infiltrate them. If you could.
Brian, can I get you some more water? water out of the fountain.
Oh, you. Shall I?
There you are, champagne.
Oh, thank you. I'm so sorry to be rude.
Champagne. Okay. Lovely. Well, here's to another excellent year at Trafalgar Square pigeon monitoring. And thank fuck that Richard bloke's not here, eh? Woo!
That Richard guy, yeah?
I don't know if I feel
What a dove.
No way! Oh, you recorded it. Oh, they're safe. Yeah, I'll have a hit on them, please.
There's more down on the 4th plinth today.
Oh.
You see that? What's that noise?
I'm not sure. Don't understand the dialect.
Sounds like it might be.
Oh no!
Sergeant. Yes. Why the heck did we give the Seagull a rank and the command of a battalion?
Sir, I seem to recall we liked the cut of his jib, sir.
Very, very noble at the Edinburgh Festival and all, but
He was a bit of a go-getter. He kept going and getting chips.
yeah.
Brought them to us, you know. So now we've promoted him, what the bloody hell are we going to do with him?
Well, that's it. I mean,
I'm thinking reconnaissance.
So, we had a go at reconnaissance with him, sir, but we've decided that he's actually got a natural aptitude for being the drill sergeant.
oh, has he?
Yes.
Marvellous. I'd like to see that.
I mean, reconnaissance was useless, but... Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Yes, sir. What?
I see what you mean.
Yes,
Yes,
he's really made the men fall in.
yes. Especially got rid of those troops who had a chip on their shoulder.
Yes. All of the non-Oxbridge graduates are really feeling a lot better about it now.
That's marvellous, marvellous. Well, I'll applaud your brilliance in employing the Seagull as a drill sergeant, but the Raccoon as a grenadier. I'm going to have to stop.
It was a mistake. I'm not going to lie to you.
Very small arms.
Yes, not a huge range on the Raccoon, I'm not going to lie to you. We considered putting the grenades in the mouth of the giraffe and then just having them fling them towards the enemy, but unfortunately the giraffe kept getting shot in the trench.
Yeah, that tin hat did very little.
Yeah. Really didn't take the edge off it.
Some sort of tin burqa.
We thought it would be a good idea because they're basically a human periscope, but it didn't actually...
No. Well, I like the idea of using animals.
Absolutely. Maybe...
The caterpillar logistic train.
Yep, that was...
Very slow.
It was slow. We decided what we'd do in the end was take all of the caterpillar department and just turn them into treads for the tanks.
That was it, yeah. And the marsupial department, that confused me a lot.
Yes, it did. Well,
I was expecting them to be swinging from trees. Turned out they're kangaroos.
yeah, we're keeping that one in the back pocket.
You know what I hate about this war?
No, I don't.
It's the gibbons.
Keep me up for hours there.
Who thought that would be a good call?
So why did you assign the gibbons to the Welsh regiment?
They had their own leaks.
That's why we didn't put them in reconnaissance.
That was it. Or intelligence. I'm a...